see how much of a mess I am? Canadian girl eats edible almonds. ASMR. The whole like gatekeeping mental health disorders thing is just, I don't care. I'm like, sure. Do you want to say you got it worse than me, bro? Go say you got it worse than me then. Everybody hates me now. Hello everyone, how are you doing today? Today I just wanted to do a quick little video where I am going to be talking about edibles and coloring books and some ways that I manage my complex post-traumatic stress disorder. I've been pretty open about having that since I came out on my channel, just because it had a lot to do with why I left my MLMs. So I kind of had to come out and be like, yes, I have this. Yes, it was affected. Yes, something happened with It Works where they wanted to replace my medication with Confianza, and yes, I said fuck that. So if you're into that, stay tuned. Yummy.
Oh, you wanna be a boss too? Learn to handle your business, man. I got a couple arrangements. I just been doing it different. I'm trying to build an engagement. Gotta keep working and putting out content. They say this was the ending. It's only the beginning. Watch me get away with murder, about to make a killing. I ain't stopping, I ain't quitting, I ain't giving up for nothing. Someone come and tell these motherfuckers I'm just getting started. Someone tell these motherfuckers I'm just getting started. Now fuck with the drama. I'm trying to fuck up some commas. I'd rather make me some dollars. I'm doing good, just like my karma. Two-face, I can't trust that. You spread lies, I state facts. Heard your songs, they all whack. Telling these rappers to fall back.
So, first things first, and I know this is like a different video. I'm not all like made up or done up. It's kind of late at night when I'm recording this because welcome to my life. So this is something that my parents actually got me, surprisingly. And it's an actual color therapy book. So I just found this again. Well, I just found a lot of stuff again, like all my Scentsy stuff. Stay tuned for that video. So this is going to be something that I'm going to be doing. I have a lot of friends that do this kind of thing. They say it really helps them. So, I mean, I'll try anything that helps. I like art. I'm trying to get better at it. So, look at my hair today. See how much of a mess I am? Okay, so it's really cool because it comes with all of the pencil crayons. So, luckily, like, you don't have to go out and buy them. And then you have, like, all of these. This is really cool to me. I think I can take it out too, just to show you for a second. I'm like so unprepared for this. So, it's a little book. I know my food's ready, my crate. Thank you. And I have done like a, I started just a little bit. Nothing like spectacular or anything here. But basically it's a bunch of these types of coloring pages that you can do, which I find really neat. I like it too because the back is plain. So if you like do one really pretty and you want to hang it up, you don't have to worry about, missing out on one. There we go. A color therapy pad. So see, I'm in therapy. I'm just joking. Another thing. Don't be dropping none. Oh, I did. Yummy. If you know me, you know that I'm a really big pothead. Yeah, I'm in Canada. It's legal here. We were actually the first ones to legalize it for a while. So, these are edible almonds, which is great because I have trouble eating sometimes. I never have trouble eating these, baby. Have you ever seen an edible mukbang? Because I think that's what this just turned into. A completely edibles mukbang. So, they actually taste really good. They taste really sweet for an almond. They're sweet almonds. And they're edibles. I don't think you can go wrong with that. I kind of like almonds. Usually around Christmas time is the time for almonds. And yeah. My teeth are killing me. I broke a tooth. Yeah, I did. I can still chew these. I'm just throwing it out there. We'll make it an ASMR. Canadian girl eats edible almonds. ASMR. Yeah? No? Okay. I'll stop that. So, they take a little bit to kick in, obviously. I'm not like fried out of my mind right now, I promise. Even though you all probably think I am. But I really like these. And the reason why I like edibles over smoking sometimes, I feel like it gives you more of a body buzz, like a chill vibe, you know, than smoking does at times. I like that. That's some good shit. And if you don't like smoking, edibles are obviously a good choice for you. Edibles, CBD oil, you can do that instead. I even know some people that don't like to actually get high, so they get the CBD oil without the THC. I guess you can do that. I like to get high, so I don't know. They're good. And they're cheap. I just found a new MLM. It does CBD oil and it ain't cheap. I was looking at those prices like, holy. I mean, it's an MLM, but still. So this is the last one. I ate like a handful. It'll give me a nice like body chill buzz where my head it won't be all messed up as much as when you smoke. Sometimes I need the brain break with what I have. You know, the flashbacks and stuff. I'm on medication that helps with that, but I don't like take them all away. So this is kind of how I deal. Other than counseling, normal medication. I do edibles. I smoke pot. And I'm gonna start coloring. I mean, I do like art. That's kind of why I got into YouTube. I was like, I'm gonna get into making videos, doing some art stuff. Last one. This is how big they are. This is what they look like. Get it in frame there. Ooh, ooh, baby, ooh. So yeah, last one. takes me a bit too, because like I said, I broke a tooth last week, so. And it happened on like Friday. Of course. Can't do anything till Monday or Tuesday now. Like I said. So this is also now my pain management. Just throwing that out there. I do get a lot of pain, so. It's what I have. One of the main issues that I always have. I didn't even know that this was a thing. I always have shoulder pains and tension in my shoulders, and like it gets to the point where my neck will get kinks and my shoulders will be like so bad. So I had to start doing mindfulness where I would have to like pay attention to that and then be like, holy crap, girl, relax them shoulders, like calm down. And I never really thought that it was like a symptom or anything, because when you have this your whole life, like I've had this since like very early childhood, I believe. Because I've had flashbacks and nightmares and anxiety and depression since, like, I don't remember a time when I didn't have it. So for me, it's like, I still kind of find out things about myself, or actually not just normal things about myself, like part of this disorder. And I have to be like, oh my God, okay, now I got to deal with that. So yeah, I didn't know that that was like part of my disorder. And they had to teach me mindfulness, but because of that, and because of the tension that those of us with PTSD and CPTSD and trauma disorders have, dissociative disorder as well, is we carry like a lot of tension all the time. It's from being hypervigilant. You know, when you're hypervigilant, you kind of tense up, and we can really carry that in our shoulders. So I found this great article. I'll try and look it up. Maybe I'll post it on Facebook. Follow me on Facebook. On my personal account. Because I don't know if I'm having a business account anymore. Because it's just a place for trolls to sit all day long. And then report everything that I post. What's the point? But basically outlined how that was a symptom. And how you have to pay attention to that. And that a lot of us have major issues with our shoulders and our necks, especially as we get older, because of this. So I'm constantly getting like joint pains, neck pains, shoulder pains, even pains in my arms. I already have carpal tunnel from being a writer and then pregnancy. And by the time I was done being pregnant with Hannah, like my wrists were completely done, which was actually why I decided to start making videos as well. Instead of blogging or continuing to write or whatever, I was like, I can use my voice and that doesn't bother my carpal tunnel. Except I talk with my hands and that kind of does. So, you know, whatever. I really do think that it's important for us to pay attention to these things about ourselves. Because with the carpal tunnel and all the pains that I get, knowing that it's from that and that it's something that I can maybe pay attention to and lessen for myself is a lot better than when I thought that I was just always had joint pains and there was nothing I could do about it. I almost like finding out that is my mental health disorder, because I'm like, oh good, now I can fix that. And if it's just me, then it's just me. Yeah, that's about it. I just wanted to come on and kind of let you guys know a little bit more about me and my mental health and how I deal with things. And I don't know, maybe putting this information out there can help someone. I'm kind of hoping, because there is not a lot of awareness about complex post-traumatic stress disorder in the world. There's a lot about just post-traumatic stress disorder, but when it comes to complex, there are whole communities of people that actually don't believe that this exists. There are whole communities of people that believe that the only way that you can get PTSD is if you are a veteran. So things like human trafficking, domestic violence, prolonged childhood abuse, apparently to them don't equate to going to war. However, I beg to differ, because you try being a 5-year-old little girl being raped every day and praying to a God that never comes and saves you. People wonder why I'm atheist. And I promise you, it's like being in a war zone. The whole like gatekeeping mental health disorders thing is just, I don't care. I'm like, sure. Do you want to say you got it worse than me, bro? Go say you got it worse than me then. I've had this my entire life. It's something that I've had to live with my whole life. It is something that I have gone through years and years and years. And I'm talking 28 years. Well, not 28 years. Actually, 19 full years of going to doctors, trying to get diagnosed, trying to figure out what's going on with me, getting wrong diagnosis, outgrowing diagnosis, and then having them go, oh no, you don't have borderline. What do we do? What do you actually have? Because you still have stuff. And it was a huge process for me. I didn't actually get fully diagnosed with everything until I was 28 years old. And I began counseling at the age of 9. And where I grew up, and being in Canada and stuff, we actually didn't really do much mental health for children back in the 90s. So those of us that had mental health issues as children were kind of just told we had behavioral issues, put in behavioral group homes. My husband actually grew up in those. I've been in them as a teenager, and they treated us like we were bad kids instead of kids that had mental health issues. They used to diagnose us with the defiant disorder, and that's not what it is. You know what I mean? So I'm just hoping that maybe me being open about it, me telling my story, can help other people out there that are maybe struggling with this disorder. Maybe they don't even know they are, but they have similar symptoms to me, because that was my experience for so long. When you get this in childhood, like I said, you don't really know there's anything wrong with you. It's just how things are. I didn't know until I was in my mid-20s that nightmares and flashbacks were a symptom of my mental health and not just a normal experience that everybody in the world goes through. So that's kind of why I wanted to talk about mental health out here, along with my AntiMLM, along with my r/ videos, along with my cult pseudoscience stuff. It's an important topic to me, being somebody that grew up struggling with it, struggling to get diagnosed, struggling as a kid with it when kids can't have mental health issues back in the 90s. They literally just started diagnosing kids within the last 5-10 years. So there's a lot of people out there that have grown up with mental health issues in our world right now that got ignored until they were 18, and then the doctor would see them, and then they got medication and some help. But again, if you get this in childhood and you're not getting any help for decades, what are you supposed to do, especially as a child? It's out of your control, which is actually one of the issues with this mental health disorder, is that you get it when you're in a prolonged situation, especially that is out of your control. Something that you cannot control, something you can't stop, something like prolonged sexual abuse as a child. You don't have the means, you don't have the resources, you don't have the authority to be the one to stop it. I used to fight off my assailant. I used to scratch him up like crazy. He used to come in the house with scratches. Nobody thought anything. That was just, I was being a brat. I got in trouble for scratching him during my sexual assault. So I grew up in an environment where nothing was ever in my control. So it's funny to me to think of that and think that that's what also helps lead to this. And then also, I didn't have my mental health in my control either as a child. Even at 9, when I went to counselors and I said, there's something wrong with me. I think there's something wrong with me. Please help me. And they went, yeah, you're just a bad kid. Because that's what they did in the 90s. And so again, I just want to put it out there. I want to end the stigma with it. I want to make it a conversation. I want to come out and say, I have complex post-traumatic stress disorder from prolonged childhood abuse that I had my entire life. All different kinds of abuses. A lot of messed up things. I grew up with a lot of narcs in my life. I am definitely not one. So they just suck the life out of me. Whenever I'm around one, it's like, take everything from you empathetic person. It's very, very strange, but it's something that happens a lot in my life. That's like my main thing that I'm trying to control in my life right now, is staying away from narcissists. Hence why I like cut off contact with a bunch of people this last little while. Just say it. Yeah, I don't know, guys. Give this video a like if you enjoyed my little edible mental health talk. Thank you for coming to my mental health TED Talk. Then give this video a like. Subscribe if you're new here. I am trying to get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of February. I really want to do this giveaway. I honestly, right now, I don't even care about the subscribers. Like, I'm not even lying to you. I've never been one of those, like, people that are all about the numbers or anything. Like, I'll come out here, I'll talk to 2 people, I don't give a fuck. But at the same time, I'm like, I said I would do this giveaway if we got to 1,000 subscribers by the end of February, and I really just want to do the giveaway. That's all I fucking care about. I'm like, please get us there so that I can give stuff away. It's so fun, and I've only gotten to do it one other time, so I really want to do it again. Because my channel isn't big enough for me to be like, all right, let's do a big giveaway. But it can be if you subscribe right now. That's right. It's all on you. It will be your fault. No, I'm just joking. I hope you guys enjoyed that. And I am going to see you in the next one, which is going to be on Monday. And it is going to be a video about Unique. Because I got a Unique hunt in my hometown that's been going for years here, signing up people, doing her eyebrows all big, ending up on the r/AntiMLM subreddit 10 times because her eyebrows are big. And I've now had a few of my friends ask me why I feel okay to make my anti-MLM content when she's doing so well in Unique. So I'm here to destroy their thoughts. They really do think she's very successful and great at this. And I keep trying to explain to them, like, so we're going to be doing that on Monday. No matter where you are, what you're doing, I hope that you have a fabulous, fabulous Sunday. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye! Everybody hates me now.
I'm just getting started. It's only the beginning. Someone tell these motherfuckers I'm just getting started. Now fuck with the drama. I'm trying to fuck up some commas. I'd rather make me some dollars. I'm doing good, just like my karma. Two-face, I can't trust that. You spread lies, I state facts. Heard your songs, they all whack. Telling these rappers to fall back. I just keep making the music. I never making excuses. I gotta keep myself focused. The rest of y'all niggas is useless. Drop a song, they want more. Gotta give them what they ask for. On the road to success, dog. I ain't taking no detour. Focus only on the positive. Everything else is irrelevant. Didn't want to see me blow up. Now they all gotta deal with it. Trying to take care of my fam, though. I need that money unlimited. The lifestyle that you rap about, we all know you ain't living it. I just keep giving that quality. That's why you rappers ain't qualified. I just keep changing the whole vibe. I ain't stopping till I'm satisfied. Join the game on beast mode. No help, no cheat code. Headshot, then I reload. Catch me all in the kill zone. They say this was the ending. It's only the beginning. Watch me get away with murder, about to make a killing. I ain't stopping, I ain't quitting, I ain't giving up for nothing. Someone come and tell these motherfuckers I'm just getting started. I'm just getting started. It's only the beginning. Someone tell these motherfuckers I'm just